My name's Andrew MacGillvray. I work for the Home Depot, USA. I'm a senior director. I oversee their home services businesses. So if you're not familiar with Home Depot Home Services, it's when you hire someone to do work on your home. So I manage programs nationwide, such as roofing, siding, insulation, gutters, or eaves troughs, as we refer to them as Canadians, entry doors, storm protection, do interior businesses such as kitchen cabinet refacing. It's now called cabinet makeover. I manage their bathroom remodel program, home organization, closets and garages. So about $1 billion worth of installation services businesses. I hope that gives some context in terms of my role and responsibility. So I have a team of roughly 450 associates. We at any given time have about 2,500 installers working in our programs, spanned across the United States in 80 offices, and then we have some independent providers that service a few hundred stores for us as well. So that's my role and responsibility today. I've had the very good fortune over the last 15 years, in fact, working with Home Depot, both originally as a award-winning service provider with Home Depot Canada, and later working for one of their largest providers that was acquired by Home Depot. And at that point, I became an Orange Apron, running on 7 years. And I have the good fortune today of being Atlanta, Georgia based and working at their corporate headquarters, of where Home Depot is now ranked as a Fortune 50, the number 23 largest company in the world. So the background and experience on my end. Before I had the opportunity to do student works in the summer, I had the good fortune of having the ability to manage my business a number of summers while I was in university. I would say my perspective was that I was lazy, and having the chance, maturing, as you can tell from my hairline, that I realized I was uninspired. And that became a theme for my career going forward, making sure I was always in roles that I would be inspired. And I found when I painted for a summer, it wasn't terribly exciting. When I managed a painting business for the summers, I loved it. I was inspired by it. And it set the stage for my life, frankly, in terms of knowing that I loved running a business. More importantly, I loved working with others, and working both from a customer standpoint and working with a team, and having a team standpoint was great for me. What I learned, if I think back with the business, and it's as true today as it is in what I do, in that business, we marketed to generate leads, sold at the kitchen table ultimately, and installed. The job to do a great job and deliver a great customer experience. So we market, sold, and installed. And my job was to recruit, train, and support. Well, today I spend a high percentage of my time recruiting top talent to have a team as large as I was articulating. I focus a tremendous amount of energy on training. So recruit top talent, train them to be exceedingly successful. And then my job is to support them every way I can. The weight of the world is me holding up my team to make sure they're successful. And it was no different back then as what it is to today. And if I think of, where it's benefited me, what I learned in all those summers, it's literally benefited me in every single role. If I think through my progression in my career, it never changed from the standpoint that finding great people, training them to be successful, and supporting them, it definitely was a huge part. I also learned that I really loved selling in home, and it's my very good fortune today that I still operate in businesses that's what we do. We sell at the kitchen table. So I was inspired, but it doesn't matter whether it's a services business or whether it's any other business. The skills that you learn in the summer will be transformational for the rest of your life. I mean, no matter how you look at it, you're going to need at some point to read a balance sheet. So you need to understand the financials of your business. No matter what, at some point in time, you're going to have to hire individuals. No matter what, at some point in time, you're going to need to do payroll, for your team. So there's just the great part is that you get a chance to dip your toe in every part of an entrepreneurial experience, truly see what excites you, and hopefully it helps formulate, as I've had the good fortune where I headed with my career going forward. I would say the best thing that I ever did, looking back as a kid, one, hang out with Chris Thompson's younger brother, Campbell, and meet Chris at their house and see these door hangers and go, oh, this is really funny. Who's this door hanging guy? Chris was the door hanger flyer. And that led itself to me doing some door knocking for him. And it eventually led to me painting for him, and eventually led to me having the good fortune of managing for him. And I'm very grateful for that experience. And I hope you have the benefit of doing the same thing.